Hello, this is Matt 7 Skill. This is Matt and Sunny bringing you a survival on Seatown, where we're both playing Seatown, trying to bring you a strategy on how to, well, pretty much just complete the rounds. And yeah, so pretty much just, taking it through what we're doing in the Juggernaut round. So we start off with that. And yeah, it's pretty much just running through. Just start going through this way, kind of going around the back edge of the map. And yeah, it's pretty much just very much, you gotta just flashbang, not get too aggressive, just slowly move back around.
Yeah, so as Matt said earlier, this is a Juggernaut round, so we basically have to run around the map instead of hiding out in a building or whatever. So, here's me reviving Matt. So basically you want to be able to flashbang all the Juggernauts to slow them down a bit, and just run through and try not to get killed.
Yeah, also as you can see by the top screen, C4 seems to help. I don't know if you saw it at the start, but there was I threw about 3 C4 in a Juggernaut and killed it right at the start.
And as we go down,
He always goes down.
yeah, and then Matt just comes in with the C4 and it really helps. Like, he just took out 2 Juggernauts with just 5 C4 or whatever it was.
Yeah, you want to use explosives against Juggernauts. It helps so much, a lot more than you think, than just like getting a MG and spraying into them.
Yeah, the ACR seems to work pretty well, and the AK-47. And just a tip here, this is actually a 2-player strategy, so you need to have communication as well. We're actually next to each other, but you have to have mics otherwise, because it just wouldn't work otherwise. And as you can see here, this is the building that we like
spend all that time.
Yeah, spend all that time and held off. And
you just gotta watch not the ladder that's behind the top screen, like right behind.
Yeah.
You gotta watch that a lot, because they start coming up there, and person at the bottom who's watching kind of the stairs, they can use those stairs there, and they can also use that spot if you can see just to the right of where they're aiming. You can just kind of play there, but you probably don't want to use the claymore there, because it will explode when someone comes in and pretty much kill you.
Yeah, I think you might see that a bit later on. I don't know if it was in this video, but there's just a little bench there on my right, and I just hit out there, but my claymore managed to get me down.
Yeah, you gotta also keep your ammo high before you start the rounds. Like, we're on round 30ish, I think, and it's like we gotta keep our ammo high, because we're using up at least like 100 to 200 shots, as you can see on the top screen as well. Like, my ammo is low, I was swapping guns and stuff, and like as you noticed there, they came through the top, and because of that, like, they see how nearly got me down. We had to move a bit. The round's coming to an end. I think at the end of this gameplay we made it to about round 40, I think it was.
Yeah, round 40 we died with the last Juggernaut. It was a really bad mistake that we did. Just misjudged the Juggernaut's health and didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
So you just gotta watch out for that. We could have easily gone a bit way longer, but
yeah, just wasn't thinking. You gotta keep your ammo high, like just about every round I was going to it.
yeah, just get ammo.
I tried to keep a kill streak there, like ready to use. Bear in mind, got a new PS3, so I didn't have all the weapons from starting up near level 50. Had to start again. It's like the second game after that, and so I've got like a Predator just sitting there in case something happens, or there's like a big group, or there's there's Juggernauts or something, you can just take them out. It's just something helpful there. But when it gets a bit later on, you probably want to use an airstrike. It helps a lot more. And then also, when you're taking out enemies, you want to be jumping around a bit so that it's a bit harder for them to get you. And
drop shots as well.
Yeah, and
help.
Yeah, drop shots. And then you can also do running and sprint or something that Sunny does. Gives you more sprint, I think.
Yeah, it just lets you continuously sprint the whole entire time. So that's pretty good. You don't need the marathon perk. And as Matt was saying earlier, we don't have all the weapons, so I would prefer having the last 2 LMGs with sleight of hand, and that would have really helped us, but it wasn't that ended up making us go down, but it definitely helps.
Yeah, you can just play with a bit more confidence, and knowing that if you've got 3 of these heavily armoured guys that kept coming up the stairs, that if I've got my MG and I can quickly reload it, then it helps a lot, because I've got no sleight of hand, so they start coming in and yeah, you start to struggle a bit. So, Sonny, why don't you tell me about your Minecraft?
Alright, yeah, so I'm getting a Minecraft video coming in soon. We'll probably be doing it multiplayer maybe if I can get Matt to play. And it'll be sort of...
Play Minecraft.
Yeah, so if we do get it multiplayer, then it's usually like, better and more fun. But single player, it also helps if you want to just... We can make tutorials and stuff too, so... We could do that or a let's play. I wouldn't make it too detailed because it can get boring for more advanced players in Minecraft, so... Yeah.
So for the heli rounds that's coming up just here, it's like... I don't know, Sonny calls it a boss round, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, boss wave, whatever.
Yeah, you just kind of... the person up the top, it's helpful if they can take a heli or two out near the start because... then if you do need to make a rush for ammo or something, there's not 3 helis shooting at you.
Yeah, you can just leave one and... so he's self-revived too, just putting it out there. He didn't need to get revived there because he had self-revive on. So that can be really helpful because you might have to block off the whole entire area, just making sure that nobody's rushing right behind you. So that even helps just in 2-player as well. It's really helpful.
Yeah, I don't think I took the helis out here, but it does help. I remember doing it a bit after this. I started taking the helis out, like at the start. Because with what Sonny's doing at the bottom, he might like come out like he's like standing right at the door frame, and helicopter could easily shoot him if he's like not watching, and just all that helps. You want to be also looking out that window right there, like where I was looking out before and shooting majority of the time, because that's where the enemies come up. So that also if you're shooting at a heli, enemies can just pop up and you'll be able to kill them with not even having to do anything.
Yeah, so I'll just put out if you're planning on doing this solo. And just if you find that more fun, then where I just was just lying down there is actually a really good spot. But just make sure that you don't have a claymore at that door because otherwise that can kill you straight away. I got up to I think round 22 just going there, so I could have lasted longer, but I think the claymore got me.
Yeah. Also when you're playing it, like I said, like several times, I can't stress it enough. Keep your ammo high. The worst thing, you're in a good camping spot, you're going good, and you've got no ammo. Also, use your C4 and Claymore a lot. Explosives, they help so much. Like, we were playing Underground, and we got quite a few, like 8 or 9 people with, C4 when we were doing this, trying to work out a strategy. And Claymore, it also helps quite a lot. Like, you just put it down near entrances and stuff, but try not to stay on top of it. If you do, it's going to kill you.
And even if the claymores don't actually end up killing them, it's actually pretty helpful because it can be a sort of signal, I guess, to tell that they're actually there, because in the later rounds there's no way that's going to end up killing them anyway, so... it's more helpful. And for the Juggernaut rounds later on, as you can see, we sort of made the Juggernaut round really easy, that last one. We were just basically staying still. We didn't even have to do a loop. Just when you're doing Juggernaut rounds, do the biggest loop that you can. That just seems to be the best way. And then you can just take them out. It's just the beginning that seems to be the most difficult, but once you've done a loop, then it's pretty much fine. You just have to start shooting them. And always make sure that you take care of the dogs first, because then you take care of the soldiers, then the Juggernaut seems to be the easiest way.
Yeah, you just want to cut down on them as quick as possible, but without being too aggressive, because if you get too many of them there, you just got to also pay attention to your map. You don't want to have it so that they start coming up behind you. And you also want to try and, if you see there's a big straight path, like on Seatown, this road, where we're looking out to, where Sonny's looking out to, bottom screen, we run along there for the jug round, and you gotta sprint that bit and the bit around to the right as well. You gotta make sure you're sprinting that and staying ahead, because if you're as you know, you're out in the open, the jug's just gonna line you up and shoot you with ease.
Yeah, you always have to sprint those parts.
Yeah, and you've also gotta think also about coming around corners. Anyway, this is pretty much.
If you guys liked the video, then hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps us. We're just starting the channel and we really want to get it out to the community. And if you guys want some more maps, then just comment in the description and I'm sure we can get to a pretty good round for it.
Anyway, thanks for watching, and that's it. Thanks.